Blueprint B. I like that one. That's fire. Let's go. So one of the first things that you want to do, right? One of the first things that you want to do is you got to get that LLC set up. Everybody know LLC, but there's several other business entities. LLC is basically a business entity. Somebody comment LLC. What you want to do, right? Because there's different business entities. There's LLC, C Corp, S Corp, but LLC, every single year when you refile in, LLC is one of the most affordable. So that's why we go do the LLC, and it still gives you protection. Why? Because we are not putting nothing in our own name. Somebody comment, no, not under our name. I almost stumbled for a second, but that's how hype I get about it, y'all. Somebody comment, not under my name. We are not doing nothing in our personal name. The only thing that should be under your personal name is your personal name. Nothing is under your personal name. So what we want to do, right? Once we get that LLC is we want to get it from a website called swiftfilings.com, right? Swiftfilings.com. I'm going to drop a link here or something like that. I'm going to show y'all swiftfilings.com, right? Boom. I'm going to show y'all right here. So this is swiftfilings.com, right? This is where we get our LLC, right? It's easy. The easiest thing about this is that they have several different packages, and what I love about LLC, can y'all get it in a different state? Of course you can. The only thing that y'all want to, the biggest thing that y'all want to understand about an LLC is that you can change everything about your LLC except two things: where it's born and when it was born. That's it. Everything else you could change about the LLC. You could change the name, everything. It's a little bit more of a complicated process, but we're gonna talk about that another time, right? So boom, you entity type, LLC, state of formation. Now, I live in New York. What if I don't wanna put it in New York? I could put it in another state. Boom. Now, here is a secret. When you file that LLC, what you want to do is you want to make sure that it is a generic name. There are something called a high risk institution, high risk business. You don't want to do that. If you're doing trucking, you don't want to do trucking. If you're doing credit repair, you don't want to do credit repair. You don't want to have those names because these are high risk classifications. So when there's somebody looking at your business name talking about, Glam credit repair, I don't know about this one, Chief. You don't want to do that. You want to have something generic. Somebody comment the word generic. You want to have it generic. You want to do enterprises, holding, corp, limited, business, whatever the case may be, because you don't want to limit your funding, right? So that's one of the biggest things you want to understand about that name. So for example, right, we got Mannequin Holdings. We have BK Event Spaces too, don't get me wrong, but I've had that for years. That has income statements, that has bank statements, whatever the case may be, all right? So what we do is you want to make it super generic so it looks super proper. It looks super proper, right? The next thing you want to do is when you register that LLC on that business, you want to make sure that an office space comes up. You want to make it look super legit. Somebody comment the word legit, right? You want to make it look super legit, right? Cool, granted. So Evelyn, there's different classifications. There's LLC, C Corp, S Corp. There's different variations and things like that. Protects you on taxes and things like that. However, the formation fees do get more and more expensive every single year. So that's why we say LLC, because it's a little bit more affordable and it still gives you that protection, right? Cool, granted. So when it comes down to the LLC and the business address, if you don't have a storefront, you don't have an office, what you want to do is you want to get a virtual address. Now you could use a website called Regis, okay? This is, no problem, King, no problem, Queen. You know what I'm saying? So what you want to do is you want to use a virtual address. If you don't have an office space, now I'm going to show y'all right now, right? Boom. Office Space New York, right? I'm gonna show y'all right now. Boom. I'm on it right now. Let's go. I want to give y'all real tangible stuff, right? When somebody pictures your LLC, when somebody pictures your business, they want you looking at stuff just like this. They want to believe that you are in an office just like this. You are in a cubicle, something like that, just like this. Why? Because that shows that you are not high risk. They want some big fancy building or whatever the case may be. That's what they want to see. They want you, when you are applying for that funding, you want it looking like I'm only asking for $30,000. I'm only asking for $20,000. I'm only asking for $50,000. What you mean? I'm running up millions over here. I'm running up a bag over here. You picking up what I'm putting out? So when you have that LLC situated, when you got that virtual address situated, you want to make sure that it's looking like an office building. So you can use a virtual address in a website called Regis. I'm gonna drop that link in a second, right? Cool. So once you utilize that website called Regis, right, you can go and find a workspace. And you can use that way. You can have mail delivered there. You can have packages delivered there. And you can, the most important thing, like I said, is you can use that address for your LLC. Now, the next part about it is you want to make sure your phone number is super legit. I know y'all heard me talking about that on my lives before. You want to make sure that phone number is looking super, super legit. We want 800 numbers. We want 877, 866, 855, whatever the case may be. You want it looking super legit. We are not doing 929. We are not doing, let me pull that back up for y'all. We are not doing Regis, R-E-G-U-S. We are not doing the 929s, the 917s, the 631s, the 267s, 305s. We're not doing that. We're not doing that because that was limiting our funding. Y'all picking up what I'm putting out? So, like I said, y'all, what we want to do is you want to get you could get a virtual phone number from a website called Ring Central. You can use Grasshopper. Those are the top two that I use. You can use, I think you can use, I don't use Google Voice, but me, I like to use Ring Central. Ring Central is solid. My whole team uses it. I could have multiple people on one line. I could get multiple numbers for multiple companies, different departments. It's all getting routed, things like that, all that. Like I'll show y'all right now. Look, boom, hold on. Let's see, 929-888-2994, boom.
Thank you for calling Management. We are currently closed.
Because it's past 8 o'clock. But you see, you want your business looking super legitimate.